my name is Andrew and this is Rogue Wrenching. In the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you guys how to replace the vacuum pump on a old body style Ford 7.3 Powerstroke diesel engine. If you want to know how we diagnose this, I'll link that video right there. But let's dive in. The first part of any repair is to verify you have the correct parts before you start disassembling your vehicle. This is especially important if this is the only vehicle you have and if you're going to need this vehicle to go and get other parts. So today we're going to verify the part before we start disassembly. In this case, I bought a OE Ford Motorcraft vacuum pump, so let's open it up, see if it's right. So this appears to be the correct part. 3 bolts on the front, 1 vacuum port on the back, and no pulley attached. Right here is an 18mm nut on the tensioner pulley. You're going to take that and loosen it to relieve tension on the belt, and then slip the belt off this smooth pulley up above. To remove the vacuum pump, there are 3 bolts. There's one right there at the top, one right there at the bottom, and then one on the inside that you're going to access from the other side of the belt. You can see the 3rd bolt is right there. So once all the bolts are loose, lift the vacuum pump out. Once the vacuum pump is out, you have better access to this clamp, so you can get this hose off without damaging it. So this is what I was talking about when I said the bolts won't come out. You can only get them to right there. So you can't actually remove the bolt with the pulley properly installed. So when you take the pump out of the vehicle, leave the bolts hanging in there like that, and then we'll pull the pulley off the front, and then take the bolts, put them in the new pump, and then put the pulley on. So that's how you do that. And then also that hose, way easier to take off with the pump, loose sitting on top of the engine. Today I'm going to be using a snap-on pulley remover tool to remove the pulley from the vacuum pump. This is the professional version of the tool. You can rent a tool that does almost the same job from almost any auto parts store. It's a power steering pulley removal toolkit, and that's what you're going to use to remove that pulley right there. Now that the pulley is removed, the bolts can be removed from the old pump and installed into the new pump. And then install the pulley using the installer tool, which will come with your kit whether you're using the snap-on kit or a rental kit. As you approach being pressed all the way in, double check that all your bolts are still installed and none of them have wiggled loose, and then make your final push to get it pressed in. Once you're finished, these 2 surfaces should be about flush with each other. So it's a little bit inset, but not by much. Our bolts are installed and ready to go, so now it's time to put this pump back on the truck. Installation is the reverse of removal. First, install your hose. Bolts are preset, hanging in there. Put it in. And tighten up your bolts. Here are all the tools that we used for this job. We've got 18mm dog bone ratcheting wrench, which you can substitute that for an 18mm open-end wrench or an 18mm socket on a ratchet. That's for removing the belt. I've got 10mm dog bone ratcheting wrench and a 10mm regular ratcheting wrench. Both of those you can substitute with just a regular 10mm open-end wrench. The ratcheting just makes it a little faster. Pair of pliers to get the hose off, and then pulley, puller, and installer set, and then impact gun with socket and a couple of wrenches to use the pulley remover installer kit. So that's all that you need to do this job. That is about all there is to installing a vacuum pump in one of these trucks. Another couple of quick tips for anytime you're working on anything, and that is verify your repair when you're done. So what I did was I started the truck, made sure that vacuum pump was generating vacuum and the brake pedal felt good. So we are good to go there. And always, guys, always wear safety glasses anytime you're working on any kind of a car or truck. Really, really cheap insurance. Stay safe, stay dirty, and we'll see you guys very, very soon.